Stuart, does a point feel a meagre kind of return out of that?
Yeah, we were a little bit disappointed. Yeah, it was a little, but it's good in some respects because it shows that we can be strong at the back and we can build upon that. So that's one thing. But yeah, it's a little bit disappointing, isn't it? I thought we had probably the lion's share of the ball set from maybe the kind of first 15 minutes in the second half. But a little bit.
You had room in the first half to play because not seemed quite content to sit in.
Quite deep, weren't they?
But it's a difference in having room and actually breaking through.
Well, yeah, it's quite hard because obviously they were quite deep and they sat in well and they kept the shape well. So it is quite tough. I thought we got in a couple of times. We were a little bit unlucky. There was one offside where Monty was in. That was probably a bit unlucky, and there was an Ellis one I think in the first half that was maybe a little bit unlucky, but. It's hard because a lot of teams do it actually. They come here and they sit and that's probably something we've got to try and keep developing and getting better at and keep trying to probe and pick holes and maybe not play in front as much and maybe try and but that will come.
Their manager's Dutch, as you know. Was there kind of a Dutch approach to their game? Because they moved the ball very slowly.
Their centre half stage split, didn't they? The centre midfielder was quite deep. I can vouch for the amount of men in centre midfield because they played a diamond and they were quite tight in their diamond. So I suppose they tried to kind of pack the midfield and try and get on the ball and play. But I thought we did well. I thought we handled that well. It was a bit of cat and mouse, wasn't it?
Jake and Billy had some good opportunities on the flanks, but in a sense, the keeper wasn't worked as hard as you might have wanted.
It's something we're a little bit disappointed with, but. It's something that we can work on and we know we've got to keep pushing, and we've scored quite a few goals in the last few games, so we've got to make sure we keep trying to push and keep pushing our home form as well because we want to improve that. So we've got a massive game on Saturday against Newport that I saw they won at Wickham as well, so no game's an easy game, do you know what I mean? That's not going to be a rollover, so we've got to make sure we turn up and we're foot to the floor.
I suggested to Darryl before the game that the result at Hartlepool was perhaps a turning point for you, and he said no, chip paper. Not looking back at all, but from a playing point of view, do you feel that in a sense that kind of pushed you through what might have seemed to be a bit of a glass ceiling at that point? Maybe.
I think the boys and everyone was quite confident in the way that we were playing. I thought we were playing well. I think like a couple of the games that you look at Accrington, we were a little bit disappointed, like 1-0, and they were quite deep and sat in and did similar things. So we made sure we've improved on that. And the Oxford game, I thought we were probably better. We were better than them, and we had 10 men. And it was only that excellent goal by Ruth that kind of that got us. So I think. Obviously the result went for us at Hartlepool, and it was an excellent game, and we played very well, I thought, and we scored goals because there was a little bit of a question mark on whether we scored. But I always thought we were creating chances and we were playing well. Maybe just things in those couple of games didn't fall for us. But I think that's the step up in level. It's a little bit more clinical, and you've got to make sure you do your bit as well in both boxes, not just the forward one.
You touched on Newport. They haven't had much form, but John Sheridan's gone in there and clearly tried to lift the place.
I worked with Warren Feeney as well. He's assistant manager, and I know how he is. So I'm sure that'll be a challenge now with a new manager and with a new backroom staff. They're going to be right up for it. So it'll be good. It'll be a good battle, and it's always good here as well at the Mem. So and on Saturday as well. So a few more fans.
And more noise than tonight. It's not far off a derby, is it?
No, yeah.
In terms of geography?
No, not at all. No, yeah. Yeah, it probably is. You probably could class it kind of like a derby, couldn't you? I think it's just making sure we do the right things and try and get a positive result and stay in touching distance of where we want to be.
And if the Newport fans sing a bit more than the Notts fans did tonight, then the Rovers fans might mind the voice too, because it seemed quite quiet around the ground.
I didn't really. You're focused on the game, but. The fans are fantastic. They've been fantastic for us all season. So I'm sure they'll make lots of noise. Yeah.